my zone, fire in my bones, so best believe it's on. Sweat and tears, I've invested in this game, so I lay it on the line because I come to do my thing, I'm on. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great morning or night wherever you're at. It is morning here where I am. It is early in the morning where I am. So wanted to come live today, give you guys some news about the market, go over some news that happened yesterday, going into today, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about two elephants that are always in the room from yesterday. One being CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried, and the other one being Lilly Finance. This will be the last time that I talk about Lilly Finance. I never really talked about them before, but I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on them today, and where I stand on them. And I'm going to leave it right there. So we'll go ahead and address that elephant in the room right now. Lilly Finance to me is a scam. There is no doubt about that. These devs have scammed people out of their money. They have used the child with disabilities to do so, which is absolutely disgusting to me. And the fact that it's your own child that you're using is even more disgusting to me. As a father of children, and specifically daughters, I find this appalling. I'm sorry for the Lilly holders that lost money in this. The only people that won in this situation is the actual devs themselves, I believe. And show you guys a little bit. Old guy Dave is really good at digging up information and bringing it to the public here. And when I read this this morning, it made me sick. Just over the past 24 hours, even since the scam has taken place, you look at the amount of money that has come into Lilly Token or come out of Lilly Token and how it benefited the devs. You look at this, and he says it's roughly 120K in taxes, 122K in taxes, 36 to the marketing, which we all know where the marketing goes, and 36K to the devs, 12K to liquidity, 12 to liquidity, and 24K to the burn, and 12K to the foundation. So this is absolutely disgusting to me, that when you look at a chart like this, and after you basically jack the community on a fake listing at Coinbase, which everybody who's been in the crypto space knew it was fake, because you cannot announce a listing before the exchange announce a listing. That's listing 101. And anybody, I'm sorry that people got blinded by that, but there was enough people out here that were banging a concrete telling you not to, that if you listened to them and you just paid attention to what was going on around you, you would have at least had questions about it. But here, you look at these devs, minimally got away with 36K in 24 hours. But that's not even there. This marketing wallet might as well be a dev wallet. So, I don't hold the influencers accountable to this. I do think that they need to come out and address the community and set the community straight about why they believe what they believed and what information that they knew. Because this is absolutely disgusting. This is some old scumbag shit to me, that you use a kid, to do this. And I was gonna go ahead and play the announcement for Coinbase when they actually used his daughter to announce that. But I'm not gonna be the guy to put her out there like that. I'm not gonna be the guy to show her. I don't believe that a child should be blasted on social media, and I don't believe in that. And he used her, and that's disgusting to me. And what's even more disgusting to me is the fact that he lied to the community about the listing. We've been through this with Saitama and KuCoin. We've been through this with Terrarium and Binance. And now we're going through this again with Lily and Coinbase. We got to be better. We got to be better than this. And hopefully, the people who didn't learn from Saitama, the people who didn't learn from Terrarium, unfortunately, life is your best teacher, and maybe you'll learn from Lily. But there is people out here that will tell you what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and they'll call it like they see it. And this is why I encourage everybody, quit listening to people who are fanboys and fan women. Quit listening to people who only tell you what you want to hear, and listen to both sides of every argument, both sides of every situation, because this could have been avoided if if people would have just realized that there's exchange 101 etiquette that's out there, and you never announce an exchange listing before the exchange. And this was a red flag. But the first red flag is, how the hell or why the hell would anybody think that Lily Finance was going to get listed on freaking Coinbase, one of the biggest exchanges in the world, in the world, and one in the hardest exchange to get on, because they're located in the United States, so they have all types of regulations to answer to. Why the hell would anybody think that they would list Lily Finance? First of all, they have way too many zeros. Second of all, they don't have enough volume. And third of all, they don't even have enough holders. So they don't even meet the criteria. And then to turn around and say, that they were going to get listed. They just can't. This isn't even possible. It's out of the realm of possibility. That's just as bad as somebody thinking that Terrarium was going to get listed on Binance. Binance don't even know who the hell Terrarium is, and we got duped. I don't know. I think, I don't blame Believes, Ryan Patrick, any of the other influencers for this, but I do believe that they need to go ahead and come out and set it straight with the community. I think Beliefs started to do that yesterday, which I respect them for that, but not all the way. I mean, they need to tell the community what they knew when they knew it, because this is absolutely a scumbag move by scumbag devs, and that's all there is to it. And that is what it is. And call it what you want, but that's what I'm calling it. It's scum. This token's dead, guys. This token's dead. Anybody that's investing in this right now, you're investing to lose money. This is a dead token. You look at what Terrarium did after the Binance fiasco, and you pull that chart back, it's straight downward movement after that. You think Lily's gonna pull out of this? Not a chance. Not in my opinion, not a chance. And the fact that he used kids is absolute scumbaggish move. But lesson learned, guys, and the lesson that you take out of this is listen to people who tell you the truth. Don't listen to them fanboys out there tell you that everything that you want to hear, and use some common sense. And when you use your common sense on this Lily situation, common sense would have told you that there's no way in hell that they're going to get listed on Coinbase. They don't even meet the criteria. And the second common sense would have told you that when they announced it and Coinbase didn't, that was probably time for you to take the pump, exit your position, and go ahead and leave the project. That's what you should have did. Should have learned from Saitama. Should have learned from Terrarium, and now got to learn from Lily. So it is what it is, and we're gonna move on from this. Crypto's gonna be better for this. I wish Brad Beatty and the whole dev team would leave the space. We don't need scumbags like this in the crypto space. We don't need people that take advantage of children, and we don't need people that take advantage of holders in the space. So them two scumbags can leave. They can leave the space, in my opinion, and we don't need people like that in the space. And the next time somebody tells you that they're going to get on Coinbase and they're sitting on 9 zeros, question that. So moving on, we'll move on from that situation. Let me share my screen in a different way. But yeah, we'll move on from the Lily situation, and we will let everybody else deal with that, because that's just disgusting. I believe it's this one. Yeah. So my boy CZ is dropping bombs again. He he's putting receipts out there. Selmo Fudd, good morning. Good morning, Selmo Fudd. Glad to see you back this morning. CZ's, you guys probably have already heard about this, but I want to cover it here too, because I have my opinion on it as well. CZ's dropping bombs again, and he's showing receipts. And this is the one thing that I love about CZ and I respect about CZ Binance, is that when he says something, he actually has the receipts to back it up. He's not talking just to talk. So he basically was calling out Jim Cramer in regards to the comments that he made on CNBC, in regards to basically saying that the reason that FTX fell was because of Binance. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip for you guys, and you probably already seen it, but I'm gonna play it for you anyways, because I think it's important that we have some context to what we're talking about, and then we'll get into some more of this, and we'll get into why I think this is an absolute another absolute shit show.
I want to understand how much money you lost in the context, but I also want to understand how the investment and this ambassadorship happened. At the time that it happened, you did disclose it, but I want to understand how you went from calling crypto garbage at one point, as you know, to deciding that this was something that you were going to stand behind.
Yes, I recall that conversation, calling it garbage, right here on this show in 2017. That was a time when a New York hotel was being tokenized here, and I was looking at that, and the regulator let me know they were not happy with that idea. And that's when I stepped away from this, because clearly the regulatory environment was not prepared. Then facts changed. I saw the Canadians issue the first ETF with Bitcoin as underlying, Ethereum, then Switzerland opened up, then Australia opened up. And then I said, wait a second, world's changing, I gotta be an investor. And that started my journey. I'm an investor in the largest regulated exchange in Canada, called WonderFi. The wallets are called BitBuy. We're regulated by the OSC. I have my accounts up there. Right. But I felt that getting involved, when I was approached with Sam Bankman-Fried, that I could get an inside seat on what was considered then. And I gotta tell you, the institutional interest in FTX on the U.S. equity was unbelievable. The amount of people that approached me saying, how do I get a piece of this deal? And I said at that time, I am a paid spokesperson. I cannot bring you as an LP. Not a single dollar that I lost is anybody else's money except mine. That's important for me, because that's an issue.
How much were you paid?
Total deal was just under $15 million, all in, including a bunch of agents and that I had to pay because I needed SAG-AFTRA release to be able to do commercials for it. And when I did that, I put about $9.7 million into crypto. I think that's what I've lost. It's all at zero. I don't know, because my account got scraped a couple of weeks ago. All the data, all the coins, everything. So And then I lost the money I invested in the equity as well. Those are zeros too. It was not a good investment, Andrew. Okay, I don't make great investments all the time. Luckily, I make more good ones than bad ones, but that was a bad one.
Okay, let me ask you this though. When you made this arrangement, this is back in August 10th, 2021.
Yeah.
You said the following. You said, to find crypto investment opportunities that met my own rigorous standards, that was your phrase, of compliance, I entered into this relationship with FTX. It has some of the best crypto exchange offerings I've seen on the market.
Yes.
Given that you were the spokesman and ambassador for this company,
yes, because
what kind of diligence did you do around this issue of compliance, given where we sit today?
I obviously know all the institutional investors in this deal. We all look like idiots. Let's put that on the table, okay? We relied on each other's due diligence, but we also relied on another investment theme that I felt drove a lot of interest in FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried is an American. His parents are American compliance lawyers. There were no other American large exchanges to invest in if you wanted to invest in crypto as an infrastructure play. So many of us said, wait a second, who's coming to this deal? We knew, for example,
This sounds like
Tiger.
This sounds like groupthink.
Joe.
Did you know there was no CFO?
Look, at the end of the day, to say that there was no CFO is also a bit of a falsehood. This was a nascent industry with a disruptor at its helm, creating positions that didn't have traditional names, okay? That's just the way it was. In retrospect, yes, it's a mistake. However, I feel obliged at this point to go to the end of this, particularly.
What does that mean?
It means that I need to find where the money went. I'm going to start with my own journey, with my own account. Bankman-Fried reached out to me last Saturday, and I said, look, Sam, I am just one investor, but my account has a zero in it, and there are no accounting records. Where did the money go? And to the extent you can help me, tell me, point me in the direction, because I will, on behalf of every other shareholder, go find where this money is. The next day we talked for over an hour, and he walked me through his scenario, and I learned a lot.
Oh,
Now,
so
I don't, sorry?
What did you learn?
I learned, first of all, I said, what was the large drawdown of your capital? Where did the cash go? One of the biggest uses of cash was to buy back his shares from Binance, which owns 20% of his exchange. And the reason he had to do that, according to him, was that every time they applied for a license anywhere, the Know Your Client got jammed up with Binance, where the ownership is opaque, and he had to buy it back. That cost him a lot, a couple of $1 billion.
But do you think that he was taking customer funds to do that?
Yeah. Did he take that money from customers to get it?
Well, the only way to answer that question, and I told him, and he agreed. I said, look, Sam, you start this journey with me, and wherever the chips fall, that's on you, because, we're talking about this. I'm going to pursue it. I agreed last night when Pat Toomey called me to sit on that committee next week. I will be a witness there.
You plan to testify?
I've
under oath.
agreed to testify. He called.
So I think that's an important piece right there. There's a couple important things right there that we need to talk about. First of all, it seems like Kevin O'Leary is really trying to cover up for Sam Bankman-Fried. And it seems like he invested $15 million, made him change his tune about cryptocurrency, as CZ said. And as you can see, $15 million also has him out here spinning his wheels, trying to explain the unexplainable. And it's funny that they blame Binance in the buyout of Binance for the downfall of FTX. And of course, CZ in true CZ fashion, because CZ is who he is, comes out with receipts right here. And I encourage you guys to go and look at them. Here's the receipts of every company that Sam Bankman-Fried in FTX and Alameda invested in after CZ left a year and a half ago, which is, billions and billions of dollars that they invested. But more importantly, why you should go look at this is because this is going to tell you where a lot of the liabilities are for these companies that FTX was involved with. And there's some pretty interesting ones on here, and some ones that I was actually shocked to see on here. and you should go ahead and take a look for yourself. It'll tell you where some of the FTX and Alameda funds are. And obviously, if they're in these companies, then these companies are holding liabilities on their books. So go ahead and take a look. But
I mean, I
I
know
wanna
that
give a
that's
big-
I know it's true, but there are times when you might have a pretty good idea.
and I want to give a big shout out to CNBC2 as well, for changing their tune on FTX and the whole Sam Bankman-Fried thing, because before they were fanboys of this guy, and now you can hear from this clip here that they're no longer fanboys, and they're actually starting to ask the questions that need to be asked in a tough way. They're not getting the answers that they want, but at least from a journalistic standpoint, they're at least starting to ask the questions. And you can see mainstream media start to turn on him a little bit as Kevin O'Leary and them guys try to save him. But I just want you to listen to the questioning of Kevin O'Leary by the CNBC people, because I love to see the journalists start to turn and start to get us try to get us the answers to the questions that we should have had.
I mean, I know that I know it's true, but there are times when you might have a pretty good idea about whether someone.
Joe, that's a tough analogy.
I'm not making it as an analogy. I'm saying there are times in the past where we know that's why if you're a defense attorney that represents someone that you know is guilty, you got to say, yeah, well, they're innocent, but you may know they're guilty. You may know they're guilty. If you watch someone kill someone, yeah, they're innocent until proven guilty.
There's only the murder of my money in this case, okay?
It's murder of FTX's money, in my view.
Everybody's. Look, Joe, if you
Because it was FTX's money that you got. I don't think you should be singing the blues right now at all.
Oh yes, I'm singing the blues.
Why? Because your 15 million didn't pan out. That's a lot of money
Hey,
to
listen.
be a paid spokesperson. It's a lot of money. You didn't have to do much for that. That's found
That's
money.
a different
Kevin.
decision. That's a different discussion.
Okay.
You can make that decision on your own, but I'm going to this point
found money.
that if
That's
you
like
want to
picking
say
up off
he's
the
guilty
street.
before he's tried, I just don't understand it.
But it may
I
end up
have every
costing you
right to have to
15
make a
for
decision.
reputational and everything else. That's the
Well,
problem.
that's why I stay on this pursuit. I'm very transparent about it. I've disclosed everything I know about it. I will find out more information. If I make the credit committee, I will act as a fiduciary for everybody involved. I will testify. I am an advocate for this industry, and this changes nothing. Just look at the numbers that came out of Circle today. I'm an investor there too. You've got I lost it all in FTX, and we have a fantastic print on Circle. The promise of crypto remains. This will not change it. And you'll be discussing this case for 2 years. It's not going to go away.
I think at least.
So I actually enjoyed that line of questioning because they put Kevin O'Leary to the test.
I know that.
And he should have been put to the test. And he did have found money. And if you remember correctly, Kevin O'Leary hated crypto all the way up to the point where Sam Bankman-Fried paid him $15 million. And I will say this to you, and why I think this is bad for crypto. Kevin O'Leary going up onto the Hill to testify just is going to seem like he will try to spin this around on everybody else and not put blame where blame lies, and that's in the hands of FTX and Alameda, and I don't agree with that. I think that there's blame to go around here, and I think that and now Sam Bankman-Fried himself is getting ready. He said that he wants to testify. If Kevin O'Leary and Sam Bankman-Fried are actually able to testify on the Hill and get put on this committee, then that's just going to go to show you that the fix is in. The fix is in, and you'll know where this thing's going to end because they'll fix it. If Kevin O'Leary and Sam Bankman-Fried are actually going up there to testify and to testify to the audit committee, then the fix is in, and the political money will pay off for them. And that's just the facts of the matter. And so we don't want to see Kevin O'Leary or Sam Bankman-Fried testifying to or put on the audit committee, especially Kevin O'Leary, because we know how that's going to end. Just listen to him talk, and he's trying to push blame everywhere except for where blame is due. And he holds some blame to that as well. He's a $15 million paid spokesman for them, who I believe knew what was going on. Well connected to the people in FTX and Alameda. He's a well-connected individual. People asked how Sam Bankman-Fried was able to pull off the biggest heist in cryptocurrency history. Well, he surrounded himself with people like Kevin O'Leary, who could bring in people of the likes of Tom Brady and people like that who believe in these guys and would never second guess what they had going on. At the same time, the fix was in behind the scenes. So let's move on to Coinbase and the switch to from USDT to USDC. Coinbase has encouraged all their users to switch from USDT to USDC, and they're going to allow you to do it free of charge on Coinbase. Obviously, USDC is Coinbase's stable coin, and we all know the issues with USDT and the questions on whether or not what it's backed with, whether or not it's really truly backed, and whether or not it's really truly safe. Power move here, I believe, from Coinbase. Not really mad at them. Business is business. It is what it is. This is USDC is their stable coin. Obviously, they want people on their platform to be using their stable coin. CZ did the same thing with BUSD. But what this is lining up for is it's lining up for USDT to be in trouble. When you start talking about people from Binance, people from Coinbase, holders, and all these holders starting to transition their money from USDT to either USDC or BUSD, this is going to cause some issues with USDT and their markets. So keep an eye on USDT. USDT, people have been saying it for a while, could be the next peg shoe to drop. And it's looking more and more like USDT may be the next shoe to drop in this nasty shakeout of the crypto market. And we are shaking out the crypto market. At the end of the day, there's going to be some big players in crypto, like Coinbase, like USDC, like Binance, like BUSD. And there's going to be some people who don't make it. And that's just business. That just is what it is. And we're starting to see that unfold now. And, just watch your money, keep your money safe, pay attention to the market. It's happening around us. It's happening pretty fast. And if you're not paying attention, you will get caught up in the mess. From a market standpoint, we're looking at the hourly bubbles right now. They don't look to be too bad. The market for a weekend seems to be in okay shape, not great shape, not terrible shape, just okay shape. Not really a lot going on this early in the morning in the market. Obviously, the overseas markets are starting to close up for the day, and the U.S. markets are starting to open. When I say markets, I mean traders with crypto. So we'll see how the American traders treat the crypto market today. The overseas markets kind of held it steady from when America went to bed. The overseas markets kind of held it steady. And we'll see what happens this morning when the American holders start to wake up, see what they think about the market and how that'll lead us to where we're headed. Bitcoin right now sitting at 17,158. Ethereum sitting at 1,267. Not too bad. They seem to have held up well overnight. BNB sitting at 280, 288. Still not too bad, holding up well. XRP sitting at 38 cents. Taking a little dip on the hourly, not too bad though. It's holding up in this market. Dogecoin still gave back that zero, sitting at 9 cents. So it looks like it's coming up a little bit on the hourly, but not much. That's about even. But it did give back that zero a couple of days ago. Hasn't been able to regain it back. Polygon sitting at 90 cents, about even on the hourly, down a little bit over the 24-hour. We need Polygon to break $1 here, but that's not looking too good right now for the day. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Surprisingly, Solana is actually hanging in there at $13.59. I expected Solana to make a big pullback in this market with their exposure to FTX, but they've been hanging around this 1350 to 1380 range for a while now. They're actually hanging in there a lot better than what I thought. So we're going to see what happens with them. That's another interesting blockchain project that has a lot of exposure to what's going on, that we have to see how this is going to shake out. Kronos, they're sitting at 6 cents, 6.4, up on the hourly, up on the daily. They did come out with their reserve report. I'll give you guys my feelings on that. It's a half-ass report. Yes, they came out and showed you how they were back 1-to-1 with assets, but any person that's been in an audit before, and I've been in plenty, knows that you don't only show your assets, you have to show your liabilities. Crow has yet to show their liabilities. So think about it. If you say that you have $2 billion and you're showing on the books that you have $2 billion in assets, but you have $2.5 billion in liabilities, do you really have $2 billion? And that's kind of what in the simplest terms, Coinbase is trying to do. I mean, not Coinbase, but crypto.com is trying to do is they're showing you your one-to-one backed assets, but they're not showing you the liability that's attached to them assets. So kudos to them for coming out with the liability. I mean, with the asset report. It's a step forward in the crypto market, but what we need to get to in the crypto market with these centralized exchanges is we need to see assets and liabilities. I'll take it back to the FTX situation. He could show you a whole bunch of assets between FTX and Alameda. What he couldn't show you, what he didn't want to show you, was all the liability that was attached to them assets. And if you would have seen the liabilities, you would have seen that there was no money in either one of them. In FTX, Alameda had a ton, but there was no money in FTX. So, we got to get to the next level with decentralized exchanges, and that's the only way people are going to feel secure. So, obviously, everyone expected to see a pump when Crow came out with their report, their audit. You didn't see that pump. I think people are getting smart enough to know that they want to see the liabilities as well. And they're just not on the audit that I could find. They're not on the audit. So it's a half-ass audit. It was just put out to appease the community. We got to take it one step further. And I think we all got to call it for what it is and then hopefully get better from it. Quant sitting at 120, still hanging in there. It's down a little bit all day, but Quant's still holding strong in this market, and Quant's going to be, I believe, a big player moving forward. Still holding strong. Hedera, sitting at 4 cents, 4.8. Holding up well in the market. Trust Wallet, guys, this thing just keeps climbing up the charts. It's sitting at the 40th ranked token right now. It's sitting at $2.57. And when you pull up just the little chart on Trust Wallet, you can see it looks like it's down a little bit, but in reality, it's not. If we pull this back, let's see. Pull this back. If you took Trust Wallet's chart and you pulled it back over a year, this coin was sitting under $1. And it was roughly around $1, I should say, just before the whole FTX collapse. And now you look at where it's at. It's up to $2.57, and it continues to rise every single day, so it's up 279% over the last year. So in a year, Trust Wallet is up 279%. Just think about that for a minute. And the majority of its gains came from the FTX collapse and everybody getting their money off of exchanges. So, this just shows you the value of a wallet token that has utility. And as people move more and more towards DeFi, this goes to show you the value of that. SafePal, if we look at SafePal, you would see a rise in SafePal as well. But this just goes to show you that true utility inside of a wallet, if you have a token and you tokenize it and you have true utility with that token, and it's just not just a token, that it can do well. Is it going to be the next 70 the Bitcoin? No, but it can do well, and with the utilities attached to it. And if you look at the Trust Wallet utilities, they're not that many. And this is why I'm invested. This is one of the reasons why I'm invested in MetaMonkey AI, because they're coming out with the Pure Wallet and they're going to tokenize the MetaMonkey AI token and put some use case behind it, and holding it in your wallet will give you certain features in the wallet, kind of like Trust Wallet and SafePal do. So, I'm a firm believer in utility, and I believe in these utilities. So, market looks good though today, guys. It looks like it's going to hang in there. I don't think it's going to be a big, huge run today, but I wanted to point that out because, we look at these every day. We look at these bubbles. We look at the charts every day, and you always continually see Trust Wallet sitting at like a 2% gain, a 3% gain, a 4% gain over the day. They just continually creep up the ladder to to get to where they are. So I think that the space is changing. People want their DeFi wallets and they want utility to go with them, and these tokens bring utility. So I think good plays. But market looks good today. It looks like it's going to hang on. We got to give it a couple more hours for people in the United States to wake up and see where the market's headed for the day, because we don't have any pre-markets. We don't have any stock market reports. They're closed today. So this will be strictly a trader's day in crypto. And we'll see how the Americans drive the market when they wake up. The overseas market kind of held us steady from where the U.S. markets closed yesterday. So not too bad start of the day. Fear and greed index in at 27. Still in fear, up a little bit from yesterday, 1 point, but not anything to write home about, not anything too significant. I'll get off of here with you guys in a couple minutes. I know you guys probably want to start your day. We'll go through, see what other news is out here. Bank of America, says they're expecting a recession in 2023. Shit, we all knew that. That's not breaking news. But like I said the other day, the fact that people are starting to, like the banks and the talking heads and everybody else that is on TV are actually starting to mutter the words recession in 2023 lets you know that it's coming, because before they were talking about soft landings, they were talking about maybe we can curb a recession, maybe we cannot see it. They were doing everything they can to say that, everything they could to say maybe we're not going to hit a recession. Now that more and more people are coming out and saying that we probably will hit a recession, kind of lets you know that we will hit a recession. And the bottom line is we're already in a recession. And the market is acting like we're in a recession, and we are in a recession. So, when they officially announce it, it's not going to be groundbreaking news to us, because we've talked about it the whole time we were here. So we're already there. But other than that, there's really not a lot of news, other than another. We covered this here. Jim Cramer calling Dogecoin, XRP, and a bunch of other ones a scam. Well, he takes more money for pumping up stocks than probably Kevin O'Leary does. So, you can listen to him if you want to, but understand he's a paid spokesman as well. So, that's what I have for you guys this morning. Appreciate you guys coming by. Appreciate you guys listening. I see we got a couple people listening. To wrap up Saturday morning though, guys, what kind of where we're at, the market's hanging in there. Give it a couple more hours, see what the American market does. When everybody starts to wake up, we don't have any stock market openings today, so we got to wait and see what the American market traders do as they wake up. The overseas markets didn't dump the crypto charts. They actually kept it pretty level and boosted up some, so should set up for a decent day. Lillian Finance, scumbags, and Brad and that dev team need to leave the space. The fact that they knew that they weren't going to get listed on Coinbase, the fact that they used a disabled child to pump their projects, and the fact that they did what they did to their holders is absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting for the industry. It's disgusting for the holders. It's disgusting for the dev team. They have zero use in this space anymore. That is a dead token. I don't see how it ever recovers from this. I do not, like I said before, and I'm just kind of like recapping what we talked about. I do not blame the influencers for what happened, but I think they do owe it to their community to come out and tell them the information that they knew when they knew it about the Coinbase listing. I think Believes has started to do that. Nobody's taking full accountability to that, but I think he's started that conversation. But we should have learned from Saitama and KuCoin. We should have learned from Terrarium and Binance. And now, if we didn't learn from them too, that you can't make an announcement before an exchange, and if you do, it's probably a scam, then you'll learn from Lily. But we got to be better. We got to clean up this space. And people need to start really questioning these devs when things don't look right and smell right. And the fact that they announced this before Coinbase didn't look and smell right. People were calling it. Listen to both sides of every argument. Make your own decisions and ask the questions. Quit being fanboys and fangirls to these devs, because at the end of the day, it's your money that's on the line. So ask the tough questions. I'll give you an example. Vote Inu was listed on 97 exchanges. They never announced their listing before an exchange announced that they're listing. So if they did it 97 times the right way, what makes you think that Lily Finance, out of anybody who's not even listed on any big exchanges, one, would get listed on Coinbase, and two, would have the freedom to announce a listing before the exchange? Influencers knew better than this. They probably got blinded, but they knew better. This isn't the way that the process goes. But you know what? We all learn from this situation, and we'll move on. Kevin O'Leary going to the Hill next week to testify, trying to get himself on the audit committee, given every excuse in the book for Sam Bankman-Fried and Alameda Research and FTX. This is a bad thing, and people need to pay attention to it. That if he gets on the audit committee, I believe that the fix is in, and the political money will pay itself off. This is what it's all about. It's the political money. Kevin O'Leary has no business going to the Hill to testify about anything. He's a $15 million spokesperson for FTX. What the hell do you think he's going to say? And what type of knowledge does he even have about crypto and blockchain and getting to the bottom of anything? He couldn't even read a corporate sheet that says that they didn't have a CFO. So what makes you think that he's going to be able to read a blockchain? That's, again, let's use common sense, right? So, you know, the fix is in if he gets on the audit committee, and it is what it is. But if he gets there, then you already know what the deal is. It's political money at work, and you're never going to get to the bottom of it. So that's kind of what we had. Coinbase moving USDT to USDC. Big power move by Coinbase is going to weaken USDT's position even more. Binance already did this, moving all the stable coins that and encouraging everybody to move their stable coins on their platform to be USD. So the power moves are in play here for these stable coins, and keep an eye on that, because this could really hurt USDT. And I'll tell you guys right now, if USDT becomes unpegged or it starts to falter in any way, buckle your seatbelts, because this market will be way down, way down. This market will take a turn for the worst, and it'll take a turn fast. So pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to these stories. Pay attention to these situations. Use common sense. Know that if there's billions of dollars are coming out of a project like USDT, and multiple exchanges are doing this, that it cannot be good for the actual project itself. So pay attention. So these are all the things that that I'm paying attention to. I'm just bringing them to you so that maybe you could pay attention to them as well. So there's a lot going on right now, and we gotta talk about it all. And we're not always going to be right. We're not always going to be wrong, but at least we're now paying attention to the situation. And USDT is starting to become a situation. It's the more and more people that are on this thing, and the more and more people that are withdrawing off of USDT. If it drops, the market's going to drop. It's going to get hurt. So let's make sure we're protecting our money. So with that, everybody have a great day. Me and Waddy are going to go live at 8 p.m. On Waddy Crypto Hunters channel. We have at 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to probably talk about a lot of this. We're probably going to talk about some new stuff, but we're going to chop it up a little bit. Come on over there, hang out, like the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on Twitter, come on over to YouTube, give it a sub. And I'll keep the morning show coming at you guys the best I can. Thanks for everybody who showed up. Thanks for everybody who's watching. Appreciate it. Check out that MetaMonkey AI. Check out that Volt for low market caps. Just check out the projects. Look at them. Maybe you'll like them. Check out Alliance Block for a new ISO coming. Check out good stable coins, and we'll keep talking about them. Everybody have a great day. Like, subscribe, share this out. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure that you're coming on over YouTube and hitting that subscribe button. Thanks. Appreciate it. Have a great morning. Bye.